We're back in the house, dude.
Oh, boy.
Back to basics, baby.
Oh, boy.
Jesus, finally.
Someone else is taking
Finally,
the
the
heat.
tension's off of me. That was
Yeah.
the guy who was chilling with Epstein, right?
I think so.
I think it was Andrew. I think it
Um,
was Bad Andy, dude.
so after paintballing, we get back. The fellas are resting up.
Yeah. Licking our wounds.
We start cracking them, start drinking a little, start having fun.
Yeah.
We went, I think we went to another bar. Oh, yeah, we went to that lake, or that,
Knicks.
Nick's. Yeah, that was fun.
That was sick.
Get back. That's when we start doing drugs.
Yeah. Well, the drinking, first of all, don't downplay at the bar.
True.
We're at the bar, and I'm like sitting there, I was sitting there chilling, smoking my weed. So I'm sitting there, I'm observing. I'm seeing people just drinking like people at that we were there for what? You guys were there a little longer. But I was watching a couple people who got there, and it was just like a full night's worth of drinking in the span of an hour and a half. Easily. Like, 9, 10 drinks. So so alcohol had been done. Everyone did alcohol.
Yeah, we did alcohol.
And then you came back.
And then we decided to try other drugs.
Tiesto'd.
We mollied.
Yeah.
A couple of us. No names.
Majority.
And it was great. And it was going very well.
Was.
For some reason, the first one I took and a couple people took, they felt like duds.
Yeah.
After like an hour and a half,
Mhm.
it was like, these aren't working like they usually do. We should take more.
Yeah.
Which we did, and they worked.
Yes.
And then we were off. And then this is where things on this trip, you guys thought that was a PR nightmare?
Yeah.
It's nothing compared to the trauma I was about to experience.
Well, the mushrooms came out.
Then a giant bag of mushrooms was laid upon the bar.
Yeah. Just
And-
laid out.
Yeah, it was like,
hey,
this is for
here you go.
anybody. And I had already taken quite a lot of Molly
Yeah.
at this point. And I decided it was time for me to start eating handfuls of mushrooms. And at first it was great. At first it was wonderful.
Yeah,
the
the
trip,
fire
switching
going.
between the Molly and into just hallucinations
Yeah.
seemed great. It was very fun. And then things took an incredibly dark turn.
Yep.
And I couldn't see or hear for several hours
Yep. You blacked out.
or move.
Yeah.
I did. I did
Mushrooms
pretty much black
dude,
out.
Mushrooms will black you out.
Yeah.
Especially that much, they immobilize you.
Bro, it was like it started. I think I was still chatting with
Yeah.
you when it started.
I had
was like,
6 eyes.
Yeah, you had 6 eyes. Everybody had multiple eyes.
People had multiple faces and shit.
Bro.
That was I was hearing people were telling me, I was getting the reports from everyone the next day. I'm like, dude, like I think Spud had like he had like 4 faces from one. I was watching people communicate telepathically. Being like, I just thought that too. It was very fucking
Dude.
funny to walk in on.
You're lucky. You're lucky you didn't do it.
Yeah, I
I
chilled.
know you said you. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I have.
lucky.
I have
that
my.
was bad.
I have my 5 grammer coming up in a week, basically.
That was
and
a
I
bad
was like,
way.
let me chill.
I should have never done that.
No, you should have. That was important. You did that.
In
was
hindsight,
good.
I'm like, that was cool, but at the time, that was
Oh yeah.
legit the worst thing I've ever experienced.
Dude, I was telling you, man, you went into it like it was literally Cult of Dionysus
Yeah.
that just got absolutely stormed by medieval Catholicism. You guys it was drinking, it was Molly, and then all of a
Because
sudden
I love you.
it was just,
You're the best.
oh.
And then I was like, it's time to examine everything.
Yeah, dude.
How about some trauma? You want to relive that a
Yep.
1,000 times like it's brand new every time for 5
Yeah.
hours? Whew.
Which is funny, too, because that's like a really effective form of therapy. That
Yeah,
works.
yeah, yeah.
It's exposure therapy.
Yeah.
That's how you move a thing from your amygdala down to the area of like where things have been processed and they don't affect your biology.
Yeah,
pretty,
there was
pretty crazy.
There was some things that apparently were a little more traumatic than I originally thought,
Yeah.
and they came back
Yeah. it
quite a
happens.
bit.
Yeah, man.
And every time I'd be like, "Did that happen? Oh fuck!" And then a minute later, I'd be like, "Oh fuck! Did that happen?"
Fuck.
Just over and over again, and then I'd forget about it and keep going. We were sitting out by this fire. Every single thing somebody said, the way my brain was processing it, it felt like they had just said it a minute before. So like, if you were like, "Hey, what's up, man?" It would have felt like you said it twice.
You pierced the veil, dude.
And I'd just be like, "What?"
Yeah, you pierced the space-time continuum.
Dude, I couldn't process one thing. And apparently I was just sitting there by this fire. I was like,
Yeah.
and then I'd like look up out of my hat and be like, what? Dude, I couldn't move for 5 hours. I was just like, what?
Holy shit.
It was terrible. Then Hoss was sitting there. Hoss butt fucked me. Matt's cousin Hoss is a absolute demon.
Yeah.
Complete gargoyle.
Yeah, you told him.
He sat there. I was like, dude, you're the worst.
Well, he had
Like, I
faltered.
was like,
he had faltered earlier,
did.
and he rebuilt himself.
yeah.
I was there for him rebuilding himself. So I was there with him when he was faltering. I was chilling out by the fire, just shooting the breeze with him, and he rebuilt himself back up to his former glory. and then just saw you and just fully was just like,
Yeah, he's like, what's wrong with him?
I
was
do
like,
think he was trying to help you. He was just hossing.
He was.
He just regained hoss powers, dude, and he couldn't help not hoss out on you.
And those hoss powers are while you're in the nether realm, intolerable.
So you were sitting there, you were chilling, and Hoss was
Spudman
hossing
was
you.
to my left, and he was giving me all the support he could. He knew.
Yeah.
He could see me, and he'd be like, "Shane, you're the man. You're the man." I'd just be like, "Thanks." Or I'd be like, "What?" Guys, I'm blind. I can't see. It was, and then they'd be talking, and it would just be gibberish. I couldn't understand, and then I was just staring at the fire. It was very cool. Like the hallucinations were awesome.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wearing tie dye now.
Obviously.
Shit, but
It's funny. You went and busted out your one tie-dye as Notre Dame. Sweet. You have a Notre Dame shirt for every type of occasion.
yeah, for every mood I'm in. But yeah, and then I finally, I'll just fast forward, mustered the strength to stand. And I was like, all right, I'm going to bed. Even when I did that, Hoss was like, are you actually this time? And I was like, what? Like, I must have said it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
So I go in, I lay down. This is where the worst one happened.
Yeah.
I was laying in bed,
You sought shelter. That's a reflex that happens.
dude.
You eventually are like, can I just go like encase myself in a?
It was like
That's where it kicked off.
fully clothed,
Yeah.
shoes on, probably just laying on top of this bed with my feet hanging off of it, like face down. And I started hallucinating that I was dying
Yeah.
of, I presume, a drug overdose. That's what I think it was.
Yeah.
And like I could see it. It was just totally real. Like it was like my friends were around me at first while I was laying there, like dead, dying on the ground. Like
Yeah.
I saw Beezer being like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, this is fucked up, dude." And I was like, and then I would die, like I would leave and I would go to heaven or something,
Yeah.
where Phil was for some reason. My dad was there.
Yeah.
I was like, "Dad, I love you." Like, it was like that. And then I would get shot back to dying, where with like EMTs like shining lights into my eyes and like, "Shane, are you there?" Like trying to resuscitate me.
Damn,
it fucking
dude.
sucked ass, dude.
How long was that for?
I have no
I don't know
idea.
if even time even applies.
I swear to God, I have no idea, but it felt like forever.
So
Like
you
it was
profi-
all night.
You lived out a potential like
Yes.
deviation in your potential. I mean, you have an infinite amount of timelines, but you went and visited one of them.
Yeah, it was a
Damn.
sad time.
You did the
dude.
ghost of fentanyl past.
I did, yes. I did the ghost of cocaine future, dude. And I am done with drugs for a long time.
Damn, dude.
I was offered drugs last night. I said, "Get that junk out of here, dude."
Damn.
I said, "I've been there, done that." No,
I've died and come back.
I have died. On the third day, I rose.
Whoa,
Yeah.
dude.
I'm risen.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
It was, yeah, it was terrible.
I can't see what I can't wait to see what the mushroom demons show me, dude. I'm gonna get rocked.
Don't do
I'm doing 5 grams
Don't do it.
total silence. I have to, dude.
I know
It's
you
fate.
do. I
It's
know
fate
you
at
do.
this point.
And you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be if it's anything like I just did, it's
Yeah.
gonna suck.
I mean,
ass.
especially you did under. It will be difficult for sure. But like, dude, that's the God. That's horrible.
I wasn't
It's a horrible
prepared. I
setting.
wasn't mentally prepared at all for that. I was on Molly, just like everything's this shit,
Yeah,
dude.
for-
Everything's the best. I love all you guys so much.
Yep.
And then just like a fucking switch, it was just like, "You're a fag." I was like, "What?" It was crazy. But this made me laugh. Like even when I was like in the darkest realms of this shit,
Yeah.
like couldn't see, like anything I looked at was just squiggles and hallucinating.
Sure.
Every once in a while, Butterly would talk, and he was using this like, "Yeah, man, everything's great," like this real monotone thing, and something deep inside me, like while I was out, would be like, "Yeah, that shit's so gay." Like still in me, I was like, I'd be like, "That's so gay." It was fucking crazy, dude.
Damn.
Yeah. Then I passed away, came back, woke up to everyone leaving. It was raining.
Oh yeah. Oh God, yeah.
It was the saddest
That was the
day.
worst day. You
was
could
the
leave.
saddest-
It was
just-
like a gloomy, cold rain.
Dead trees because we were still in the mountains.
Cleaning up shit.
Everyone cleaning, just laying there. It was one thing that was funny. I looked at Billy because Billy was like looking at me like, "Holy shit, dude, how are you?" And I was like, "That's what I call a party." like waking up from hallucinating and dying and being like, "Hell yeah, that ruled." Sick party.
That was White Claw Billy too.
That was White Claw Billy. That was so fun.
White
dude.
Claw Billy was.
White Claw Billy rules, dude.
So
He
fun.
needs to start drinking often.
Dude,
He's the best.
It's so funny.
And then
He becomes so aggro in a way that's so funny
yeah,
too.
it's great.
It's too funny, man.
It was
him at a wedding is funny. It's the
Can't
only
wait.
time he drinks is at a wedding.
Can't wait.
Dude, it's so funny. He just picks on. He finds like one person and just absolutely devastates them the entire night. It's so funny. So funny. He had Hoss in the crosshairs. It might have been the funniest
He
shit.
made Hoss turn his hat back around.
Dude.
Twice.
Well, Hoss fucking pigged on weed tincture. So he was pigged on.
That's what I was making fun of.
Yeah.
Because before I pigged on the mushrooms, I was making fun of him. I was like, he pigged out on the tinctures.
Yep.
An hour later, I was like, oh, I pigged out.
Pigged, and Billy would see him and just be like, "That's not D1, dude. That's some D3
that
bullshit."
was- yeah.
And he owned him at one point. It was like full MK Ultra. He owned him, mind, body, and
Yeah,
soul.
he told him to turn his hat around. He did it.
He did it like
was
3
over.
times, and he would
It
just
was
go, "That's fucking D3 bullshit, dude." He would
Yeah.
turn it around. He'd be like, "Dude," and he'd wait like 10 minutes. Be like, "Yo, we're boys, right?" Every single
Yeah.
time. "Yo, we're fucking boys, right?" And he'd be like, "Stop, go away from me." And he'd be like, "Yo, I'm just gonna tell you this straight up, dude. You're more of a party guy. Spin that thing back around." And he would just be like, "Spin this, dude." It was the fucking funniest
It
thing.
was.
And he would be like, "Fucking Billy fucking owns me. Stop, dude." It
Yeah.
was so funny.
And this wasn't he telling you like his mind was a steel trap upstairs?
15 minutes prior.
And then he came down and was like,
15
I don't want to do this. I want out of this. And that was just the nice stuff.
So I'm gonna get a phone call from the Hoss man.
Why, from this?
No, he'll be fine. But it was funny. He genuinely was upstairs telling me, unsolicited, that his mind is an absolute steel trap.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I was
Sick.
upstairs trying to figure out how I'm gonna broil this burger on the stove, dude.
Oh my God. That was one of my final memories. That was still nice. I walked upstairs and Matt was high as shit. He was just trying to broil a burger. There's just smoke everywhere.
I was trying to cook it on the stovetop. I didn't feel like dealing with
clearly
the
a
grill.
fire was about to start.
It was bad. It was
Yeah.
a lot. I thought the fire alarm was gonna go
Yeah.
off. So but Shane came up and broiled a burger. I'm like, dude, it's fine. I'm not even. I was just smoking. Dude, I've come to the conclusion that smoking weed doesn't really do. I have to eat it. I'm sure like the dabs and all that stuff would fuck me up if I sit there and smoke weed.
Yeah, you were smoking them like it was.
I was
like
chain smoking
cigarettes,
them, bro.
dude.
That's why my
Yeah.
Brittany's like, "You sound like you're getting sick." I'm like, "No, I lost my voice because I was compulsively smoking marijuana cigarettes all weekend."
Yeah, I came up on 3 hits of Molly to see Matt
Just
broiling
cooking-
a burger,
cooking
and
a
I was just
burger.
like, dude, this is crazy. I was like, what you're doing is crazy. He's like, what are you talking about? He's high. And I was like, dude, this feels bad. This could be bad.
It was full of.
And Matt started to be like, is it?
I'm like, I don't think it's a bad thing. And I'm like, I should have cooked burgers for everybody. I'm so fucking selfish. Yeah, that second night was one of the funnest. I mean, that whole day was one of the
Yeah.
funnest days of my life. Easily one of the funnest days of my life.
Yeah, that was fun. That was really fun. And at the end of that, I mean,
I regret the one regret I do have is not eating mushrooms. For some reason, I had it in my head like I need to preserve myself for that.
you
one.
should. No, you did the right thing.
Yeah, but it would have been.
It would have
so
been fun to have you out with the fire.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
But
all my boys are in the nether realm. It will happen again for sure. Well, maybe
I'm
we
not.
might chill.
I'm never going to the Nether Realms again.
True.
That was it. I've
True.
been there. I'm done.
You have one in this, in the one. I believe you, but there's one small. I would say,
Yeah,
scale.
I'm definitely gonna do it again. Like, if it was here, like on a weekend,
You're
I'd be like,
drinking somebody
"All
else.
right, Fine.
But I agree. There is no desire because once
Yeah.
you had an ego death, dude. Your ego dissolved.
All that junk.
And then you transcended, dude. You remote viewed a possible future.
Also,
That's
while
fucking
I was
crazy.
dying, I was like trying to like tell my boys, like, dude, it's okay.
For sure.
I've been to the other side. It's tight. Go ahead. Like when I was coming back, I was like, let me go back up there,
Dude, you might be king.
bro.
You might be king, dude.
Bro.
Spud's convinced. Spud came out of this being like, Shane's king. That's all. That's all there is.
So, dude, I needed that so bad because I woke up rainy morning,
Yeah.
Sunday, gloomy. It was cold.
Yeah, man.
I had nothing in the tank. I was still hallucinating in the morning. I was walking up the steps and the steps were like swirling, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm about to drive, about to drive down these mountains." And I get in the car. My phone had been dead all night. I open it. I was like, "Oh, see what's going on Reddit." Everyone's like, "Shane skipped paintball. He's the biggest faggot of all time." And I was just like, "Am I?" Devastating.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
What a wonderful weekend, though.
but
What a fantastic.
dude, when I came out of the mountains, the clouds broke. It was just a beautiful spring day. Got to go watch my niece and nephew running these races at this park when I got back.
Man,
Oh, it was so nice.
that's awesome.
It was so nice. Went down, laid in my parents' basement on the ground.
Oh,
My cat Tybalt came over and bumped his head
he
against
knew.
me.
Tybalt knew.
Everybody knew. Everybody knew I was different. I came home. My family was like, "Are you all right?" I went out with my lady the next night to dinner, and she was like, "You seem different." I was like, "Well, I died yesterday.
I died multiple
I died
times.
last night. I saw my death last night." And I tried to explain it to her, and she was like, "Oh."
Yeah, a lot of bays are not with that.
She thought it was funny. She was laughing at
Not angrily, they just go. I mean, a lot of people in general just
you.
go,
When you guys
"I
talked
want
about all
nothing to
that,
do
like the ego death, all that shit, I was like, "This is hogwash."
It's real, dude.
That was entirely everything you guys talked about happened.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
In a little, just tiny little fucking weird little mushroom, dude.
Yeah.
Contains all of that. Prophetic.
I don't
that
know
crazy?
how prophetic. I mean, you're convinced I'm definitely going to overdose.
No, I don't think
well,
you
I've
will.
avoided it.
Now you won't. I'm saying because it's us in the present moment, and then there's a sea of potentiality. There was just some things, and the mushrooms were going, here's one you want to stay away from, and you just went, Roger that.
Yes.
If you didn't do, you know what I mean?
The universe did communicate pretty heavily, like, chill.
It's crazy, dude.
It's time to chill.
I mean, dude, there's no proof that time is linear. In terms of our consciousness, it could exist elsewhere in time and space. And we're just kind of like, we can kind of, if we get good at it, we can kind of go back and forth. I'm saying I'm not going to rule that out. Do I know that's the case? I don't know.
Of course.
It's definitely not. It's not definitely not the case.
Normally, I'd be shutting this down as best I could, but I've seen some evidence. I've seen quite a bit of evidence that points to your argument.
I've been reading Rupert Sheldrake too. Dude, he's the goat.
I had to go watch I watched The Darkest Hour with Winston Churchill.
Did you?
It always inspires
You
me.
need some Churchill to
I
break you
needed
down,
Churchill
dude.
to just be like, yeah,
Just to be
he's in the muck.
For sure.
And when they needed him, he came out, started swinging, talking
Hell yeah.
shit. Churchill's a man, dude.
Easily, dude.
I'm gonna start throwing up the V for victory in every picture. Yeah.
Yeah, that was unbelievable, man.
What a trip, dude. That was so fun.
Yeah.
Pieing Spud into an ass was one of my favorite
Seeing a
things I've
big
ever
ass
done.
dick.
It's a huge dick. Watching just Spud and Pat.
Yeah.
That was like my favorite thing, talking about how there was medieval Spuds and Pats.
Oh yeah.
Like 1,000 Pats would go into a village of Spuds and they'd all start scurrying.
Yeah, Pat's 6'6".
Pat is a Viking.
Yes.
Yeah.
6'6". He was just talking about how he basically only has diarrhea or just failed couple attempts.
Yeah, dude.
He's like, I either have liquid shits or just failed attempts.
Yeah, people were crushing me. Like, me and Rainey were walking. He was like, do you ever eat anything healthy? Like, he wasn't saying it to be mean. He was just asking. And I was like, yeah. We kept walking. I was like, fuck.
Who was asking that?
Rainey. He was being nice. He was trying to be like, we was just being open. Because I talked to him before about it.
Yeah.
I was like, I just can't. Like, all
Yeah.
that shit. And he was like, do you ever eat anything healthy? And I was like, like walking up this hill. Just like, dude. Oh, this was my favorite one. So, I think it was right after while I was like dying, Hoss brought up SNL and started asking questions while I was literally like,
Yeah.
he was like, what do you think about SNL? And I was like, what? Why would you say that? So then the rest of the guys start trying to like build me up.
Yeah.
And Butterly was like, he did one of those things where you like kind of tear someone down to be like, but
Yeah.
you're the man. But he left out the but you're the man. So he was just like, look, dude, you lost SNL. You're like you're a piece of shit right now. Like all that stuff. And then he just stopped.
He's trailed
And I was
off.
just like sitting here like,
Yeah.
I was like, you gotta finish finish that. Yeah,
Oh, it's so fucking funny.
it was Sit by the Fire was incredible.
Sid the Kid rolled up the last
Sid the
night.
Kid was chilling. They all
First of all, can we just take a page out of Sid the Kid in terms of how he deals with Bay? Leaves a wedding. It's like, I'm out. I'm going to the mountains. It's like, dude, what an animal. Leaves a wedding reception. Is like, all right, catch you later.
So yeah, he's out of
Holds
his
it
mind,
down,
dude.
dude. He
Sid's
holds
out
it
of his
down.
mind. He's out of his mind.
He holds it down, dude.
He's an insane person.
He's 1950s,
He's a
dude.
good insane person. but
1950s
He's
household.
a 1950s white guy. He's insane, dude. It's insane.
He's a strong black conservative.
He
dude.
is a strong black conservative, which is tight, but
Dude, leaving a wedding. I was like trying to running the simulation in my head, being like, all right, Britt, it's been fun at this wedding. I'm gonna go chill with my boys at the wedding. That would be a half an hour argument.
you
Just
hit
to
with
get
the fucking V for victory.
Just fucking like, yo, I'm out. I mean, obviously they probably talked about it, but I was just sitting there like, damn, dude, just being at a wedding, knowing you're about to chill with your boys is like pretty sick.
Oh man, yeah,
It's funny how high and quiet he gets. Just makes me laugh so hard.
yeah.
Catch him at Helium in the corner every now and again. He's just so quiet,
Yeah.
so high.
Yeah, they all got launched as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if they went to the dark world like I did.
I think they stayed right in that. Like,
Yes.
there's like, if you're at like an eighth, you're tripping your balls off. As soon as you start to edge over that, that's when like you seek shelter.
Dude, I was eating so many like chunks of these
Yeah.
mushrooms that I couldn't swallow them. Like it was
Yeah.
too dry. That's it. Like I was like forcing them down.
Yeah. You pigged.
Pigged out as hard as I could on those things because at the time I thought it was going to be funny.
It was.
I thought it was going to be
were
a
right.
good bit. It was not a good bit, dude. I passed away. I was deceased.
It's so sick, dude.
Yeah,
So fucking sick.
it was fun, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it sticks.
Yeah.
Last night it stuck.
Yeah.
Last night, people offered me things, and I said I can't.
Yeah.
Like there was no part of me that wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And I had some Bud Lights flowing a little.
That's
and I was still
that's
like,
crazy.
no.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We'll
I mean,
see.
dude,
and I
they-
left. I left early. Had my last Bud Light. I was like, all right, see you, everybody.
Yeah. That dude, it puts
It's a good
big,
feeling.
Yeah, it is.
I don't leave early. I never leave early.
Yeah, go
Walking
home,
out, yeah.
chilled, put on some. Yeah, dude, it's the best. I mean, dude, it puts a hole in the serotonin theory. How they're like, oh, you're depressed, your brain doesn't produce enough serotonin. And it's like, okay, I'm sure that's the case. You know.
No, I got plenty of serotonin up there.
Exactly.
The Molly's proved that.
It's been like, yo, you got a lot of
Yeah,
this stuff,
there's a lot
actually.
of juice up here.
So that's the question, but it's like, okay, so that's the dominant model in terms of people's like mental well-being. It's like, well, it's not you, it's not anything you're doing. Your brain's just slightly defunct. But someone has one mystical experience on psilocybin,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, and like all the studies show this, dude. Like, I think it's like 18 months later, you know, people who like won't smoke cigarettes anymore,
Yeah.
aren't as depressed, aren't as anxious, fucking blows a hole in the serotonin hypothesis, dude. Which, by the way, hasn't been shown that good in studies.
Yeah.
It's not much more better than placebo. Hey,
I don't know.
I'm gonna be a dick because that's like a lot of people's like, you know, that's what keeps them moving. But dude, I'm talking scientist to scientist, dude.
Now that we're both shamans,
Yes.
I think this podcast is gonna fall apart now that we're both.
No way, dude.
there's no yin and yang anymore.
No, there's yin and
It's
yang,
just
dude.
yins, dude.
I might have to yang.
We're a bunch of
Mushrooms-
yinsers.
The mushrooms might yang me out,
That'd be sick
If they yanked me?
we switched.
dude. That'd be awesome. The mushrooms just yanged me out.
Just switch personalities.
They could.
No, I'm done with that stuff for a little.
True.
But
That was just
I
a little
respect
shock.
it.
That was a shock.
I felt its power. It's got some power.
You go back to calling it gay.
I'm going back to well, some of it's gay. Some of it is gay. In fact, dying is gay.
Sure.
Like, experiencing death is gay as hell. That shit sucks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was, and also I've taken small amounts of mushrooms, and so it's just like it feels like you're kind of high.
You chipped.
It's fun.
Yeah, you
It's
chipped.
having fun. Yeah, I've never hallucinated like that.
Yeah.
Like where everything was a hallucination.
Yeah.
I've never taken acid, so I don't know.
You never enter God's house.
God's house is gay. That shit sucks, dude. I mean, it looks
Gang
cool.
energy's
It looks
back,
cool.
dude.
It looks cool. Yeah, I'm building my. You're watching me hoss. You're watching me hoss out. Like, oh, actually, everything else is gay. Not me.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Oh,
No, that's
man.
awesome, man.
Yeah, we put those sketches, that first sketch out yesterday. Got that going.
I saw it.
That was, I believe that could have been our weakest one. We'll see.
That's a strong
So
way.
that's what
that's
I
a
was-
strong way to come out.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey,
And yeah, it was
Sip
just
on this.
It was just a weird one. It was a fun one.
take a sip. That was fun.
Yeah.
Take a sip. Yeah, people don't know what they're in store for right now.
Yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot coming. Thought of one today with Garby's. Oh yeah,
Yes.
did I just tell you?
I think you started to.
Yeah. I'm excited about that.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be awesome, dude.
Yes.
I mean, couldn't be more excited.
Yes.
People-
Please subscribe to Gillian Keeps
Yeah,
on
man.
YouTube.
Get
That would
up
help
on
me
there.
out.
I keep hearing people.
Even if you
talk-
don't like it,
just hit. Yeah, do
just
it.
do it for us, dude.
Do it, dude.
Do it
Please.
because we're friends.
Dude, we rarely ask for anything.
We're friends.
We literally.
You guys are mean friends, but we're
Yeah.
friends.
That was uncalled for, dude.
What the fuck, dude?
That is uncalled for, man.
There's a lot of jerks, dude.
I mean, you know, sometimes stuff gets lost in translation through text. People like, you know, trying to josh on you.
I think there were a lot more guys trying to josh.
I think people are trying to
I did
josh.
see that.
Every now and again, you do have someone who ups the ante, like, no, actually, it's factually horrible, and you're like,
Yeah.
all right, dude, take it easy.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, we're standing on the precipice of just, I wouldn't say utopia, but like, dude, shit's gonna get, I think, get really sweet.
Yeah.
Like 15, 10 years from now.
Yeah.
But
How so? What do you mean?
Dude, blockchain technology, decentralized media. People are gonna stop. Dude, I gotta find. Someone sent this to me on Instagram, and it was funny too because I kind of felt like a dick because they sent me a video, and it was this guy. I forget his name. I gotta pull it up, but he was on the Tim Ferriss podcast, and you know it was like blah blah blah, Bitcoin. That D.A.W.G.Z. I don't know how the fuck. However you say that, D.A.W.G.Z.
Let me see it. Oh,
Blage. I think they
it's
call
made up. Fake name, dude. By the way, that's what every single word sounded like while I was on it.
Sanskrit?
Just Sanskrit.
Did he really?
Just Blaji burst something. And I was just like,
Dude, you're speaking in tongues.
what? That's it. That's all I said, dude. I Bidened out. I was Joe Biden.
What?
I was Joe Biden for 5 hours. I was just going, what?
Dude, first of all, someone accused me of Bidening at one point. I was like all stoned and I was like, and I fucked my words up and they're like, oh, dude, you
Had to be
have
Billy.
Biden brain.
Yeah, had
yeah,
to
you
be
have fucking Biden brain. I just like,
Yeah, I did experience that. Was like while I was in that, I was like, this is what being old and senile is going to be like, which is terrifying.
True.
And makes sense why they kill themselves a lot.
Do they kill themselves a lot?
Yeah,
Do they?
geezers. Yeah, if you start losing your mind, you kill yourself. Because it was like I couldn't really see, I couldn't understand the sentence. People would say something, I'd get like one word out of it. I'd be like, "Stop talking about teeth."
Yep.
They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Did I say that out loud?" And they're like, "You didn't say anything out loud." I'm like,
man.
where are we? I kept doing that. I'd be like, where the fuck are we?
Damn.
I was like
dude.
looking around the woods. It was in the woods. I couldn't see anything. I was like, are we up high? I thought we were like in a treehouse.
You kind of were on a hill though.
That was fucking me up. We were on a hill. Yeah, you're exactly right. We were up high.
You were right.
Yes.
You knew.
All right.
You were
Nice.
up high. That worked.
Yeah.
Your what's that called? Your like your depth perception was still on point.
So, yeah. It was the meter was spinning though. I was like, are we high? Where are we? But yeah, occasionally I'd be like staring at someone in the face.
Yeah.
Because their face would be changing.
Sure.
So I'd just be sitting there looking in their face like, and someone would be like, what the fuck are you doing? I'd be like, just occasionally out of nowhere, I'd be like, did I say that?
Oh
People are
man.
like, no, dude, you're all right. You're all right.
Damn,
It
dude.
was, yeah,
That was the first time I did mushrooms. I was on AOL Instant Messenger.
nice.
So I was sitting there just being like, talking to a girl, be like, can you believe that our thoughts are just coming up on this? And the lady was, I was like, it's crazier. My fingers are just typing, but I was like, can you believe our thoughts are just coming up on the screen? And she
Yeah.
was just like, what? It's like some girl I knew, and I'd just be like,
just a way message.
this is crazy. G2G. Yeah, it was just
Yeah,
G2G.
G2G,
G2G. Dude, I drove one time. I wasn't on as much as you. I took an eighth. And I remember there was a guy, you know, you know this now. When some people start to take on a sinister quality.
Oh, yeah.
You see their face, and there was this guy, and it was like,
Bro,
he kept putting
I'll
on like
show
the
you
worst
that.
music, and I was like, dude, this fucking guy sucks. And I remember just being like, yo, I'm out of here. In my head, I was like, I told this guy 10 minutes beforehand, I was like, yo, man, I got to be honest, I don't like you at all.
that's what I.
It
That's
just
what
came out
yeah.
of me. I was like, I just don't fucking like you, man. And he was like, damn. And I'm like, I got to be honest with you. I just don't like being around you. So I drove.
These were the
Terrifying.
hoss. These were the hoss faces.
Oh,
That's what I was
dude.
staring into the whole time.
Absolute.
Absolute that.
Oh man.
For those of you at home, I'm looking at a Goya painting,
Oh,
and
it's
yeah, 'cause
terrifying.
Spud came down with Hoss came down with a blanket wrapped around.
Yeah.
It literally looked exactly like the witches in Goya paintings. And his face was right here, so I was like, oh man, sorry, I'm going on about this. But,
No, it's fucking crazy.
all right,
A lot of people, I think like 90% of people rate it as the top 5 most meaningful experience of their life. So
it's up there.
yeah,
That was up there
it's crazy.
for certain.
Dude, the shit I was listening to with whatever the guy's name is on Tim Ferriss' podcast, D.A.W.G.Z, I think. Let me just see this again. This is going to drive me nuts. He
Yeah,
said
I
it a
got-
bunch of times. I thought he was, what is it? Yeah, it was D.A.W.G.Z. It's episode 506.
Okay.
Find it that way. But he started talking about like, I'm going to be honest, I don't understand blockchain stuff a lot, but he's talking about that a lot. And he was more.
No